Oh, terkejut. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. Welcome back to our webinar. We are now live on the official CIDL YouTube channel, and we are very happy to have all of you with us today. To everyone watching us on YouTube, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Please do not forget to subscribe to the official CIDL YouTube channel so that you will not miss any more beneficial webinars, sharing sessions, or even academic programs in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout the session, we also encourage everyone to interact with us in the live chat. You may share your thoughts, greetings, reflections, or even questions there. Inshallah, we will try our best to respond accordingly. And ladies and gentlemen, today's webinar is brought to you none other than Center for Innovative Delivery and Learning Development, CIDL UITM. Just a bit about CIDL. CIDL plays an important role in supporting innovative teaching and learning practices, especially in promoting creative, flexible, and technology-enhanced approaches to education. So through programs like this, for example, webinar, CIDL continues to provide a platform for educators, researchers, practitioners, and even learners to exchange ideas and explore new possibilities in teaching and learning. And for your information, under the umbrella of CIDL, we have many collaborative groups. We have ADAP, we have virtual reality, we even have 360 degree video-based learning. Itu saya punya lah. Alright, so to learn more about CIDL, I will share with you hold on a second, the website of CIDL. There you go. It's there on in the live chat. So if you want to know more about CIDL, you can just visit our website. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to explore a very exciting and timely topic. Apa dia? Recent development, practical implementation, and future potential of 360 degree immersive learning in education. Nampak topik dia tu, saya nak sebut pun tersasul-sasul. Maafkan saya. So this is indeed a very relevant topic, especially as education continues to move beyond traditional classroom. With the rise of immersive technologies, 360 degree learning environment offer new ways for students to experience, to observe, interact, and even learn in more meaningful and engaging ways. So instead of only reading, watching, or listening, students can now be placed inside a learning environment where they can explore and experience knowledge more directly. So today's session will hopefully open our eyes to how 360 degree immersive learning can be applied in education and what potential it holds for the future. Okay, now it's time. Allow me to introduce to our not one but two speakers today. To our two distinguished speakers for today's webinar. We have our first speaker is Mr. Muhammad Nur Fitri Muhammad Salim, my boss. Alright, fellow of collaborative group 360 degree video-based learning, CIDL UITM. Mr. Fitri, are you there? Ladies and gentlemen, just a bit about Mr. Fitri. He has been actively involved in initiatives related to 360 degree learning and innovative digital approaches in teaching and learning. So through his experience and involvement with CG360 CIDL, we believe he will be sharing valuable insights on how 360 degree immersive learning can be implemented practically in educational settings. Jadi, Mr. Fitri is here. Thank you so much. Mr. Fitri, let's show everyone, all the viewers, betapa kacaknya speaker kita yang pertama ni. Oish!
Assalamualaikum, Mr. Safwat.
Waalaikumsalam. Look
How
great,
are you?
looking great, Mr. Fitri.
Thank you so much. You too. And I think everyone else is looking great as well, Mr. Safwat.
Oh ya, yeah, sudah pasti.
Ya, saya kedengaran tadi just now, Mr. Safwat, ada sedikit tersasul ya, Mr. Safwat ya?
Oh ya, yeah, saya memang tersasul. Hari ni saya tersasul sebab saya nervous. Biasalah. Terlalu teruja. Okay.
Perhaps you could introduce our second speaker?
Yes, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, kita bawakan not only from Malaysia, but this second speaker, our second distinguished speaker, everyone, please welcome Mr. Prayitno, Deputy Director for Program at CMOLAG. Assalamualaikum, Bapak Prayitno.
Waalaikumsalam. It's nice to meet you both.
Yes, likewise. Nice to meet you too. It has been a while since the last time we met at in Jakarta, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for everyone's information, CMOLAG, or the Southeast Asian Ministers of Education Organization Regional Open Learning Center, is an institution that supports open and distance learning in Southeast Asia. See, it's not small, it's very big. All right, so CMOLAG has played an important role in promoting technology-enhanced education, regional collaboration, and innovative learning practices across the region. So we are truly honored to have both our speakers with us today. And on behalf of CIDL UiTM, again, I would like to warmly welcome Mr. Fitri and Mr. Prayitno to this webinar. Thank you so very much for your time and willingness to share your knowledge and experience with us, speakers. Thank you. Okay. So I think we should start.
Yes, we should.
Okay, alright. Okay, kedua-dua speaker kita dah bersetuju yang kita sepatutnya bermula. So let's just proceed. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, let us begin with our first sharing session. And it is my pleasure to invite Mr. Muhammad Nufitri Muhammad Salim. Alamak, samalah nama bapak kita Muhammad Salim.
Okay. Sama. Bapa Cik Safwat pun nama Muhammad Salim
Sama, kebetulan. Sama-sama. Mr. Fitri, the floor is yours.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How's everybody doing? My name is Muhammad Nufitri bin Muhammad Salim. I am the fellow of CG 360 Video-Based Learning in under CIDL Center of Innovative Delivery Learning in Universiti Technology Marak. Alright, before we proceed any further, please allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to share my screen. Sorry. Your nervousness is infecting me, Mrs. Safwan.
Tersyashul juga.
Sebentar ya. Right. Alright, it is still processing. Right, semua mohon bersabar.
Sementara kita menunggu Encik Fitri share the slides, I just float the comments from the live chat. Katanya ada antara viewer kita yang kata muka pun ada iras-iras katanya.
Ada iras-iras ya?
Ada iras-iras.
Semestinya Encik Syafa lebih handsome lah daripada saya.
Saya tak nak lah.
Right, it's my is it
it's that.
Right? I'm not sure because I couldn't see from my own screen.
Yes, it's actually there. Right. It's already on screen.
Right. Unfortunately, I was not able to share my PowerPoint slides, and therefore I have converted it into my PDF. I hope you guys would bear with me. Right. Assalamualaikum again. My name is Muhammad Nufitri Muhammad Salim. I'm the CG360 Fellow of CIDL in this very unique in a very progressive unit that we have in UITM. We have a few CGs here, right? Like what Mr. Safwat has mentioned before, right? I am in charge of one of the CG here, which is 360 video-based learning. All right. So our topic today is recent developments, practical implementation, and future potentials of 360 video-based learning. So the reason why we are joining and we are doing this webinar is just to share, all right, the potential and what we are actually doing and what are the future possible collaborations or academic works that we could do, especially when it comes to implementation of teaching and learning in the classroom, or even research collaboration that like what we have done uh, throughout the year with several institutions in and outside of Malaysia. All right, this is my team, CG360 team at work, me as the fellow. And then we have Mr. Muhammad Safwat Ashari Muhammad Salim here, who apparently has the same name, father's name with me. I don't know why. All right. And then we have Puan Diana Suziana Muhammad Shah, and then Puan Salwa Osman, and also Encik or Muhammad Izzat Muhammad Khalil. This is the core team or in CG 360. However, we do have an extended team that is available, who are willing to work with us throughout the campuses that we have in Malaysia. We have some in Kelantan, we have some in Shah Alam, we have a few people helping us in Sabah, Sarawak, Cik Safat,
Yes, yes.
in our Mukah campus, right? So the extended team is quite huge. However, the core team is this, the five of us, right? Previously, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone through several efforts, and then we are proud to say that we are quite um, active in terms of academic collaborations, research, as well as the efforts to renew or to inject a bit of a futuristic teaching and learning component in the classroom, right? Like what I have managed to include some of the pictures here that I have shown that I'm showing right now through my slide. We did several talk with Melta, with IDD, a conference that is dedicated for IDD, disabilities, right? Disability students. And other than that, we also went to several institutions overseas, like Universitas Muhammadiyah Surakarta, like Universitas Terbuka, what else? Universitas Pamulang. And then we have also had a quite strong connection and collaboration with Simolec. So hence our second speaker today, Dr. Praitno, is one of our best candidate, and actually personally our good friend from Indonesia, who are ever willing to help us into introducing not just 360 but particularly 360 in our case in teaching and learning environment. All right, that is in regards to team. Right, let's jump into several updates, right? Recent developments of 360. Just a very general overview of what is happening, right? Ladies and gentlemen, previously 360 video is just 360 video, a passive video that we use, and then we ask the student to experience experiential learning, right? And then we might have a little bit of quiz here and there, and then we just expect the students to experience as best as they could, as close as it gets to real world situations, right? But nowadays, since the development, very rapid development of AI, it has transformed 360 learning into something that is much bigger, and it encompasses things that are much wider than before. All right. So before this, like I can see my slides right now, linear and passive, we watch, we reflect, and then we ask the student to complete the quiz, right? Like for example, what we did we had a few collaborations with Orang Asli, right, Encik Safwat? With indigenous people,
Yes.
especially in the state of Pahang. And then we have developed quite a few number of modules, that there are 360 modules for them to experience. But however, I would have to admit that it is quite passive, because that is what we were introduced and we were comfortable with. All right. And then we would ask the students to reflect, and then we would ask them to complete whatever quiz, whatever assessments that we have towards the end of the module, or the teaching and learning sessions, just in order to strengthen their understanding on what is being taught or what is being exposed through the lesson. All right, that is quite linear and passive. The same goes when we went to Universitas Terbuka Surakarta. We taught the lecturers there on how to incorporate 360 video-based learning in developing lessons on chemistry, right? Even though the background of our team are mostly language background, right? But when it comes to 360 video, it's very universal. So we went there not as language teachers or lecturers. We went there as 360 video based learning enthusiasts, right? We went there just to introduce what could happen in a chemistry lab, right, through 360 video based learning. But again, I have to admit that it's quite passive. It's very linear, whereby we ask them to watch, to develop the first, of course, develop the 360 video on whatever platforms that we have introduced through that particular uh, session, right? What did we use? I forgot. When we taught them,
Lapento.
we use Lapento, right?
Yes, we use Lapento. Yes,
those kind of things. Those are the platforms that we use to develop the
and
360.
we even shared with the participants the application for them to capture 360 image or
Yes,
footage. Mm.
yes, to capture that. That is a very cost effective, right?
Very cost effective. Yes,
Very cost
Foxfly, for
effective.
instance. Yes.
But we could not go too much in detail about it, because if you guys want us to go into detail about how to develop the 360 video, perhaps they should invite us to their campus, right, Mr. Zawad?
Betul.
Right. And again, of course, we have to admit, Mrs. Alpha, when we taught them, when we share our whatever little knowledge that we have on 360 in Surakarta, things were very passive and what else? Linear, right? So towards the end, we would ask them to develop the type of assessment. Usually, it's a quiz, whether it is online quiz or pen and paper, whatever it is. All right. But nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, things are very adaptive and alive, right? Whereby students would enter environment, they would interact with AI, they would receive guidance, and even sometimes the AI would ask guidance from them, right? I would show you one of the websites that blew my mind quite a few weeks ago. That I think we should do another topic on it later on, maybe perhaps in the near future. And then, of course, they have to perform tasks and get personalized feedback through AI. Whatever answer that they have, that they manage to key in, and the AI managed to capture, just like when you are interacting with ChatGPT, just like when you are interacting whatever Gemini, notebook, Lambda, whatever it is, right? You would get a personalized feedback, right? So through 360 video, you would get the same thing as well. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is nowadays things are getting more and more real world situations compared to before, right? Then, moving on, AI, intelligent learning companion, right? So, in some of the websites that I would share after this, you would see that AI nowadays through 360 video, uh, VR, AR, and XR, right? Because of course it is the core, right? And then afterwards it would develop into something that is getting more immersive, right? So it can be, AI can act as your virtual instructor, as your learning coach, as your mentor, as your facilitator, and vice versa. All right. Let's say you are a language lecturer who are teaching the students on how to communicate in a workplace, right? And you are giving them a situation whereby they have to handle a very difficult customer. The AI can be the difficult customer. And then they would ask us to actually uh, give feedbacks on their behavior. So hence the website, we would do another webinar on this. I have discussed with my team, and we are doing a proposal on it on Verti, an AI power virtual human training for healthcare, leadership, and communication. All right. Why healthcare? Because I think most of the development of 360 videos before this, all right, it is quite heavily influenced by through the field of healthcare, as well as another one is technical BTVEC. All right. Next. Okay. These are the things of that when you incorporate AI. These are the things that you would found. All right. You have to speak naturally, and of course, an immediate feedback is wanted in order for you for the session to actually progress into another level. Right. I'm sorry if I'm starting just because I think it's important for us to actually know exactly what is happening in the field of 360 videos nowadays. All right. So every learner will be able to experience something that is different. All right. If the learner is a beginner, right, perhaps they need more guidance. Perhaps they need more hints, right, clues, right, in a slower pace or extra explanations, right, are needed. Well, in terms of those who are intermediate level of whatever skill that they are learning, okay, let's just for the sake of this discussion, language skill, English language skill, right? So if the challenges would be quite moderate, right? And then they would have quite an independent exploration, and the goal is even more challenging than the ones who are in the beginner. And of course, the same goes for the advanced one, where the more complex scenario is given, fewer prompts are needed, because most of the time they would have to communicate, and there will be a challenge on the higher order decision making, higher order thinking skill. All right, these are all experienced through AI adoptions in the pathway according to the learner's need. All right, so in other words, again, we do not have to develop things on our own, like in the context of different levels of understanding or different levels of proficiency. Again, in this context, let's say for example language, right, we do not have to develop a 360 video module for beginners, 360 video module for intermediate students, 360 video based learning environment for advanced students. We do not have to do that. The AI will do it for us. What we have to do is, what we will need to do is, we just have to develop the core environment, all right, for the students to learn. So I think that is uh, things are becoming more interactive, of course, and on top of that, it has become, I would have to admit, easier, right? Just like how you write a thesis, those days quite difficult. Nowadays, you have things to help you with, right? The process of writing. The same goes for 360 video based learning. In terms of the preparation of materials, it has become easier and easier, which I think is a very good thing, and will make things easier for those who are not involved yet in this particular field, or in this particular area of teaching and learning. You should get involved and try it, right? Because we in CIDL, we have quite a few number of 360 video cameras, right, Safwan?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
waiting for you guys, waiting for all of us to borrow. All right. Okay, we'll discuss on that later. All right. So in terms of measuring correct answers, right, how you gaze, where you look, the navigation, the time spent, the speech quality. If the AI does not understand you, they would ask you to repeat the sentence. All right, in terms of decision makings, it all brings us to the benefit of richer assessment, continuous feedback, evidence of authentic learning, and competency based evaluation. All right, so that is on in parts of the student, but it supports us too, right? Why? Because AI, when we even in where do we go? UMS, Muhammadiyah Surakarta. We went there. We share a little bit as well with Universitas Terbuka as well on preparing. That is using AI. Actually, in terms of preparing the 360 video, when we did our training courses with the institutions within the country or overseas, we have already incorporated the element of AI, but not in the video itself, but in the process of developing the video, whereby in those days you would have to develop the storyboard, right? The storyboard manually, right? Manually, of course, maybe you want to draw it with your own hands, right? Or maybe you would need to go to Microsoft PowerPoint to actually narrate this story in the form of storyboard, so that you can actually get where to put your hotspots for the 360 video, right? Those days, that was those days, right? But now, when we did our training, we have already incorporated AI when using bots.com, bots, BOORDS.com. So using bots.com, what we will experience is the AI will develop the storyboard itself for us. All right, the storyboard, how the story goes. All right, we would just have to prompt. All right, if you think that the storyboard that bots.com has developed is not to your liking, you can always change, reprompt up until you have a page or 2 or 3 pages or 4 pages of small squares that are storyboards. And you print it out or not, right? And you would use the thing that is developed by AI to actually go and record or snap the pictures for your 360 video based learning materials. All right, that is AI supporting educators. But other than that, it also supports us in terms of voice narrations. Remember, Mr. Safa, when we did our hotel 360 video, right, on tourism, right, we have to narrate in our own voice, right?
Correct.
But now we
Yes.
do not have to do that anymore. We have narration through AI. We just have to type it, and the things that the AI would narrate would also come from AI as well. Lesson scripts. We just have to prompt, and of course provide our own outline on what things the AI should develop, right? And of course, translation, that is a very, very important part as well. Subtitles, quiz generations, these are all uh, AI support in brackets for 360 video for educators. All right. So we'll discuss about Imagine 360 later. Right. Like what I've said before, right? 360 video, the potentials is very huge. All right. We have, of course, AI, and then when you incorporate AI with it, you can have the analytics as well, the outcomes. Before this, we do not have the luxury of knowing what are the outcomes of our 360, other than looking at the assessment, right? And what are the results of the students who are answering the assessments. That's it. All right. But nowadays, things are becoming more comprehensive, I would say. Right, it has become more comprehensive, and they would be able to train more, and we would be able to see the outcome more, right? So I think that's very important. Other than that, I would also like to get your attentions to the potentials of 360 video that we actually have not made connection with before. Like for example, digital twins that we have in our smartwatch, right? When we use Strava or when we use Apple Health, right? How digital twins help us. So same goes for 360 video, all right? Especially when the use of AI. Let's say the AI has identified some issues with students who are in the beginner level, right? They might not understand the type of language or the type of content, whatever content that you are teaching, biochemistry or mathematics even, we don't know, right? And then we have put it in the beginner level, but the AI has detected that the students could not do it. All right, so the digital twin would actually adjust things, adjust the level, so you don't have to do it yourself, right? Just like when you are running, right, wearing your smartwatch, okay, It has identified your data from the previous runs that you had, right? And the AI would actually suggest when to start, what are the time frame that is needed for certain pace and all. Same thing, just like that. That is just for comparison's sake. All right. Spatial computing. All right. Adaptive learning, XR integration. These are all in the same category, whereby we use AI. Of course, 360 will be the core, but when it comes to XR, all right, we will incorporate things that are related to our own actual surrounding with the integration of whatever animations or whatever generation of ideas that you would include from the VR, from virtual learning, all right, from virtual reality, and we will move around. There you go, 360 video, all right. So, right, this is the last part on AI, all right. So, just to recap, from passive viewing, things has become, because we are talking about recent development, right? So the recent development here is things have become more and more interactive currently, all right, through the use of AI. And in the future, not just interactive, through digital twins, right? AI learning about us, right? About the course and about the modules that we have developed through the use of AI. I think 360 videos based learning would still be relevant. And on top of that, it will be more than just passive viewing, more than just interactive. It would also be intelligent, whereby it would be very adaptive. It would be personalized to the needs of the students or the educators, right? Very heavily AI supported, and it would also be able to adjust based on the competency level of the users. All right. So AI is not replacing 360 video. It is just unlocking its full potential for now. All right. I think it will be more than that after this, but these are very interesting times, right? I look forward to into knowing and learning more about the development of AI. So let's move on, because it's already 27 minutes, right? What if the students could step inside learning instead of just looking at it? So you have to understand, what is your today's journey? Where did you start? Where you are now? What are the real implementations? What are the future implementations? And what can you do, baby steps, tomorrow, right? Like, for example, I'm Fitri. I'm a language lecturer, right? So where did we start, right? In the incorporation of 360. We have heavily started in terms of language classes, in workplace communication, especially in meetings, right? Where we are now, still in most of the trainings that we have prepared, Mr. Safwan, are based on workplace communication skills, correct? All right, we haven't developed things that are more core, like for example grammar, right? We did develop, but not as much as we have developed 360 videos for workplace communication skills. All right. So what are the real implementations that we can use? The things that I've said before, right? The future. Okay, maybe now we have a very passive video on meetings, right? In the future, all right, if you go to Verti, VIRTI, you can actually have, like for example, you are workplace situation, you are teaching interview. Previously, the video that we have prepared, it is just a video, a 360 video of an interview session, whereby those who want to change a 360 video into something that is virtual reality, they will put their handphone into one of the device, and then they would see the person beside them answering questions. They are, like for example, they are in a group meeting or group interview scenario, right? That is just that, right? But the future is now, right? I have tried it before. It's very, very interesting. Unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to cut the video because the video is quite huge, right? You would actually be the interviewee, right? You would actually have the interviewer in front of you, right? And then wearing that same phone, using that 360 video, all right? Okay, whether you are using that is the most cheapest way, the cheapest way for you to utilize 360. And then through AI, right, you would have a very dynamic conversation with the AI, because you have prompted the AI, right? You as the educator has prepared the AI saying that you are an interviewer for a candidate of whatever bachelor in linguistics students, like for example, right, uh, act as the interviewer, right? So they would have a few questions, right? So they would ask the question one by one to you, and you wearing that camera with 360 video, right? Or if you don't have that camera in front of your eyes, you can just have it in front of your laptop, right? Of course, they will not have the visual. That is the future, right? Visual expressions and all, maybe the future. But the now, they would actually listen to your answer, and they would adapt to your answer. All right. I have tried this before. Let's say they are asking about my name, and suddenly I talk about my car. All right. The AI would stop me and ask, let's get back to our topic. Introduce yourself. So that is how dynamic the conversation is now. Right. So that's the now, the future. And what can you do tomorrow? I think, ladies and gentlemen, what you can do tomorrow is start exploring, right? Sometimes we are too scared to explore, and we are heavily influenced by our own thoughts, right? So step outside of the uh, that thoughts box, right, and start making mistakes, learning, right? Even me myself with my team, we have not had the opportunity to know everything about 360. We are still learning, but we are also sharing as we go, right? So the evolution, I don't think I have to go through this in detail, right? From traditional classroom to PowerPoint, those days, right? Traditional classroom, chalk and talk, right? And then we have video based, we have LMS. Now the integration with LMS, we have MOOCs, we have virtual reality, we have 360, and afterward we have, towards the end, we have intelligent immersive learning, the things that I've just talked about before. All right. So why is it still why does 360 video still matters nowadays? Right? Because it still promotes authentic learning, the things that educators are searching for nowadays. Right? And we also have situated learning, whereby the knowledge implementation or the knowledge transfer is heavily anchored in its native context. Like for example, the 360 video that we have prepared for our students in Malaysia. We don't have to go far. It might not be suitable or 100% suitable for our students in Indonesia, right? Bapak Praitno? So the things are like that, right? So you really have to understand situated learning is also promoted in 360 video, right? Experiential learning, of course, and it is also a safe simulation, right? Safe simulation in terms and also practice, like the interview just now. You don't really have to go and test yourself in the real world, in the actual interview session. You can just prepare beforehand, right? And it also gives you real world context, high engagement and communication practice. All right. Tapi tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, saya tahu, despite of all of these reasons that I say 360 video based learning ni still matters, kenapa kita tak lagi explore betul-betul? Why don't we explore more? Not just 360 lah, whatever it is lah, VR lah, IoT lah. Kenapa? Sebab dia melibatkan usaha yang lebih kan? Tapi usaha yang lebih inilah that would transform your classroom, right? That would transform our classroom and would give something different for the students to experience. All right. So I'm calling for myself and all of us to, challenge ourselves, right? Dapat prepare video 30 saat dulu pun jadilah, right? All right. Okay, I don't think we have to go through the global landscape, right? So after this, my team and I would be having another session, not under this series of webinar. We'd have a 360 webinar on Verti, and also on Imagine 360, whereby we would also invite maybe perhaps again Bapak Praitno also, all right, just to share with us on the possibilities of 360. We go in detail on 360, all right? So digital twin, I've talked about this before, right? Surpassing for now, all right? Okay, uh, let's talk about research. Just now we talked about teaching and learning, PNP, right? Pengajaran dan pembelajaran. Now, research-wise, 2016 to 2020, all right, the question was, does 360 video improve learning? The answer is always yes, right? Right, depending on your implementation lah. Okay, between 2021 to 2023, how should we design immersive learning? So we were thinking, like what I did with my team, right? Previously, we went to several institutions, right? How would we design, right? We were thinking about the storyboarding, the things that we should include and all, right? But now, as we are entering 2026, but starting 2024, right? But it is getting stronger day by day. The immersive learning adaptive capabilities and intelligence of AI. This is now and will always be the future of 360 video. So the research trends are like that. A few research now has the number of research has more focus nowadays on AI. All right. So our journey, and goals is for, of course, for us to contribute to our unit CIDL, right? The Center of Innovative Delivery and Learning, who are always ever evolving, all right? And to develop a very strong community of 360 practitioners, especially in our institution, right? And for UITM perhaps to become the largest public university championing immersive pedagogy, where 360 is one of it. All right. So, okay, what can you do tomorrow? This is just for fun, right? Maybe the first thing you can do, if you are very interested in it, you can start buying an affordable 360 video camera, right? You don't really have to go for the branded ones, right? You don't have to go to Insta 360 or what else we have? Is this a what?
Even yes, me.
Now we have a few
We have we have cheaper options, a lot cheaper.
cheap options and good ones as well, right?
Good
Especially from
ones
China.
also, yeah, surprisingly.
All right, so you can explore that. We always have our online platforms to buy, right? Okay, and then you can also
Or Mr. Fitri, Mr.
yes,
Fitri, if they are from, if our any of our if any of our viewers is from UITM, they can always visit our office.
yes. All right,
Uh,
sorry. That is the thing that I want to go now. So sorry. You can always visit CIDL in Puncak Alam, where we have quite a few number of 360 video cameras, GoPros, right, Mrs. Safat?
Correct. Yes.
Yes, GoPros, a very branded and very good quality 360 video camera that is available for you to borrow. Right? You can now. I think they can borrow using units, or I'm not mistaken. One
Yeah, I
of
think
our
so. Yes.
yes, because we had just provided the opportunities for people to borrow through our platform. I think Fiadia has shared it in our email, right? So you can borrow. It is available for you. Not just 360 video. We have a few number of technological
Devices like Oculus, right, Mr.
devices
Fitri?
that you can you should go and explore, right? Other than that, maybe you should create at least one immersive activity, all right, and use the QR codes to distribute to your students. And then you can also encourage reflective. What did you notice? What did you do in the after they have done the immersive activity that you have created for them? And then you evaluate the outcomes, and you uh, ponders on what are the things that you could improve on. All right. So our key takeaways is 360 video is evolving beyond immersion. AI, of course, is about making it more intelligent. We are moving towards authentic learning ecosystems through the rise of AI. Right, and then the future belongs to educators who embrace immersive technologies and pedagogies. Right, with that, I think that's it. So sorry for taking more than 30 minutes, 35 minutes. All right. So I think that's it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions or any possible collaborations in terms of research or teaching and learning PNP, you can always contact me, Muhammad Nufiti bin Muhammad Salim. My details are in CIDL website, right? So the future of education is not about replacing teachers with technology. It is about empowering teachers to create authentic, meaningful, and immersive learning experience. With that, I thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Whew. Dahsyat.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, so very much, Mr. Fitri, for the insightful and very informative sharing. I believe your session has helped us understand more clearly how 360-degree immersive learning can in class.
Hopefully, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah. So the examples and explanations given just now, uh, they were very useful, especially for educators who may be thinking about integrating immersive learning into their own teaching practices. I like what you said in the middle of your sharing session just now. Dari banyak-banyak kebaikan yang disampaikan, kenapa masih ada sebahagian orang rasa sukar kerana proses untuk menghasilkan sesuatu bahan itu memerlukan effort, usaha.
Look at this. Yes.
Itu ya saya sangat setuju dan saya rasa rata-rata pendengar kita juga setuju. I think our viewers also agree to the statement that any changes that you want to bring in class, everything takes effort. So you just need to start.
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, now we shall proceed with our second speaker. Right. So
Yeah.
it is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Prayitno, Deputy Director for Program at Simolec, to continue the session and share his insights with us. Mr. Prayitno, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Let me share my screen first. Okay. Let me entire screen. This one. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. It's been an honor that I have been sharing here in this session. Actually, I'm very happy. So I become nervous, right? I'm very happy to share with you what we have done in Siamolex, and Mr. Fitri is already delivered a good job to to give the insight about the immersive learning, especially in the 360 degree video learning. Before I share my material regarding the practices about the video, let me introduce myself and my institution first. We are Siamolex, that is Siamio Open Learning Center that serve in the region, especially in the Southeast Asia. We established at the 1997 actually. So we located at Complex Universitas Terbuka that UITM already cooperate with, and then we specialize on open and distance learning. So we develop some kind of several materials, learning materials, especially in focus on immersive learning. That is a virtual reality, digital twin, and also 360 video learning actually. So we conducted a lot of research about this one because we believe that we can deliver into the open and distance learning mechanism actually. So become one of the learning material that our students can learn with it. And that our main focus basically in the 2025, we developed some kind of digital learning and cutting edge technology. Like Mr. Fitri in the last slide, I really agreed about the research questions. and how we utilize AI to have a personalized learning, something like that, and how we integrating AI and educational technology into immersive devices. And then we also focus on STEAM and innovations, and especially we empower our educator, that's teachers, lecturers, to have a creative tools and contents, so they can adapt with the Gen Z or the pedagogies for 21st century learning. So for all of you that you would like to interest, we have training and also the MOOC, but I will not discuss this further. And we also, and during 2025, we train almost 12,000 participants in the region Southeast Asia, from Brunei Darussalam, Malaysia, Philippines, and hopefully we can visit Malaysia again, UITM, so we can share. And also we would like to invite maybe UITM to come to Indonesia and share the latest technology and learning materials, of course.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. So these are 5 hour most training courses actually, especially in AI and educations. And yes, immersive learning become, as you know, in these numbers, right? The participant is most of them, the highest number participants come from the immersive learning. We have 1,000, almost 1,700 participants. So this one is had the highest demand on the training. So we come to the Samalek practices, how we using 360-degree videos in learning materials. I believe that the last time myself, I'm right now currently acting as deputy director of for program at Samalek, and I also a lecturer in Polytechnic Negeri Semarang. Hopefully, I can invite you also to come to Semarang in Polytechnic Negeri Semarang.
Of course. We look forward to visit.
You already visited Universitas Negeri Surakarta, that is Solo, maybe
Yes.
around 2 or 3 hours
I see.
from my
That's
campus, actually. Yeah. The last time we shared about the learning materials in immersive 360-degree web-based vocational learning that we developed, um, 360 in machinery workshops. So this one is the virtual machinery workshop and immersive 360 web-based vocational educations, and we have already published one paper based on it. So this one we conducted, and we what is it? We compact, we zip our learning materials. So this is become useful when we face the COVID-19. So this learning material, that we developed in during 2017, I believe, or during 2000, during 2017, and completed in 2018. So the COVID is at the end of 2018 and earlier 2019. So this is one become most of the 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 learning materials that our students can utilize with, because when they would like to enter the machinery workshop, they need to prepare what kind of machine there and what kind of materials before, so they can be prepared before they enter the real workshop. And it become most benefit during the COVID-19, because the student cannot enter the campus, and in their home they can still learn what the environment in the machinery workshop. Yeah. And today, I would like to share another learning materials that is, hopefully these two practices can inspire all of you to to have a immersive learning materials, and our students benefit from it. Also, as a lecturers, we can conduct several research about this one, and it is very attractive, and it very when we are completed the research, we would like to have a, what is it, a proud with ourselves to build an immersive learning materials, and our students is very enjoying our learning materials. So another practices and another research that we conducted, we created 360-degree landfill operations and environmental safety. This is especially beneficial for our students from several fields, such as civil engineering and then safety environments. And this will become one of the tools that our students enjoy before they going to the field, because in the field there are a lot of challenging, like noises, like smell, something like that. And these two practices, the first one, um, when we are going to the landfill, especially I live at Semarang. This is one of the third largest city in Indonesia. The first one is Jakarta, the second one is Surabaya, and Semarang, located at the central Java, is the third most populated city in the Java island actually. So the landfill is very very big, and for our learning materials, if we would like to identify the hazard items or the safety mechanisms, there are a lot of challenges there, like heavy machinery, steep weight slope, and then livestock there, and then leachate channel with dark liquid. So a lot of challenges that we need to solve in the landfill environment. So we developed two, and this is one of the challenges. On the left side, as you can see, this is the landfill in our city that there have been a fire there. I mean, what is it? Kebakaran in English, fire. So big fire burned the landfill because there is a gas that make the fire in the landfill. And another challenge is there are a lot of livestock like cow, sheep, something like that in the pictures. That also one of the challenges in the landfill, and it become danger. One of the danger and one of the safety aspect when we would like to enter the landfill. There are a lot of component in the landfill, as you can see. There are a lot of the first one is the open dumping. So one day in the landfill, there are a lot of waste that will be put on the landfill itself, and it becomes one of the first one is the carbon layers, and then the second one is the soil layers. And we also need to consider the landfill gas flare. So in this one, we have 1,500 tons a day incoming waste from the Semarang city itself, and 60% is from the organic, and the waste compositions 20% is plastic itself. So these compositions and these challenges, how can we make the learning materials for our students so they can easily understand, and then they can feel that they they stand in the environment itself. So we created two practices or two learning materials. The first one is storytelling. This is like a web-based environment. I will show you the storytelling. This one. This storytelling it's like a web-based web-based animation, something like that. That when we scroll through from up to down, it will tell us like tell a story, something like that. So this one, the student or the participants can scroll the learning materials, and then they have kind of something informations that before we enter the environment, we need to have checked the PPE itself, the protections that we need to wear before we enter the environment. So let's say we check the PPE tools, and then we can enter. Access denied if we wrong to have the learning the right tools before we enter. Enter. Yeah. We need to scroll again. So this is the first informations that we give to our students, that a lot of trucks there, not only one, two, but 100. So because like I mentioned before, in the landfills, there are 1,000 tons come every day, and they need to weight the truck itself. So the truck lines up from across Semarang. Every load is weighted. Every category is meters. So daily intake is around 1,000 ton. It's come from 16 district in Semarang itself. So the top district is come from Pedurungan district, and then this is the informations of 5 top district that contribute to the waste of the landfill, and it also the landfill itself, it is have their own maximum capacity, so we need to handle it. So we can scroll it again. And this is one of the informations regarding the non-organic environment. And we can scroll it again. This is the soil decompositions that it's useful for the civil engineering. And then this is the soil composition. And this is one of the, what is it, gas methane recycled, and also the licit pond, that is the water come from the waste in the landfill. And then of course, if you can, we put it the 360 video degree, because the limited resources, we can put it into the YouTube. So when we click the video on YouTube, this is the, we can put the server there. This is one of the example 360-degree video environment in landfill itself. So this one is the scrolly telling. Okay. So for the learning material in the 360-degree in the landfill environment, we processes 2 learning material. The first one is the scrolly telling. Then the other one is like a learning management system. So the student, compared to the previous learning material, the second one, we need to emphasize that our students learn with our learning material itself. So this is like a quiz and assignment. So the instructor can track their learning progress itself. So I will give you the example. This one. Mhm. So we have several category. We have 5 category. From the gate and security, before they enter, they need to wear the PPE for the safety regulations. And then the waste and arrival and weight sort. And then the third one is sorting and stations, and then the active landfill cell, and the licit pond and gas flare. So this is like the recent activity that the students need to answer several several material. I mean, this is for the example. Let me add this one. I just enter the zone. This is the what is it? What we call it? The prototype and the animations for the 360-degree. But for example, we just seeing the or what we just so simple a point regarding the component in the landfill itself, or we can show the video in the 360 degree uploaded into the YouTube itself. Like Mr. Fitri mentioned before, CIDL have a lot of what is it, tools, good tools, pro tools that you can utilize. That is also good because it will emphasize a beneficial and like what is it, immersive learning become more accurate. So that is two practices that we in SAM like develop as one learning materials. I would deeply further about what we have done in our 360-degree learning material regarding the landfill site. So this beneficial for our students, that why 360-degree learning material, this one is matters to our students. So because a lot of challenges that I already mentioned to you before. I would like to go to this six. Where it's this one, because the first zone that I would like to my students, what is it? No, that is the waste and arrival weight bridge. So this one, the key material that my students need to know. The first one, when the truck comes, they need to weight the waste itself, and then there is some component that we need to control the traffic of the trucks, and then the surveillance of the CCTV, and also the RFID or QR tracking of each truck itself. So this 360-degree learning module, the students can stand at the weight bridge office window and click on the digital display. The second zone is like the manual sorting stations, that I need to emphasize for the students, that the students are surrounded by the workers. They can click on its output stream to see the end of product. Click on a worker to hear the narrated working conditions and see the version start to understand landfill lifespan impact. Then the zone 3 is the windrow composting. That is like we need to process several parameters such as dimensions, turning frequency, moisture, and thermolytic temperatures. And then the fourth zone is the active landfill cell. So the key insight is a landfill is not a static dump. It is a dynamic engineered structure that evolves over decades from chaotic waste to engineered stability. And the zone 5 is the leachate pond. This is the liquid legacy. I mean, the water contaminated from the waste on the landfills need a certain treatment. That is from the collection pipe, and then equalization pond, anaerobic or aerobic, and coagulations and discharge itself. So, and the last one, the zone 6, is the methane gas. This is one of the most dangerous component or aspect in the landfill itself, because it can make a fire and can make the landfill burning itself. Like I previously mentioned to you that the landfill in the Semarang have burning before. So this one, from the 360-degree module, the students can stand at the base of the flash stack and follow gas flow from well to flame, and then they can click on the wheel head and flap to understand the full system itself. So that is two learning materials that we are already developed and share with you. We have a lot of learning material actually, and in the futures, I agree with Mr. Fitri that we need to, what is it, utilize AI in this kind of learning material, so the student have the personal learning itself. And from the ODL, open and distance learning point of view, this can make a personalized learnings that each student have their own pace to understand the learning materials. Not all of the students have the same speed to understand a certain learning materials. That is insight from our practices, utilize the 360-degree immersive learning, and this can be one of the learning materials that our students happy with, and this become one of the, what is it, the exciting research topic and research that I, as a lecturer, is happy to conduct the research in this area. Thank you very much for inviting me, and we can share, we can collaborate if you like, if you're willing to collaborate with Samolek, and also collaborate with Polytechnic Negeri Semarang, and also UITM, of course, to have a good research in this area. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prayitno. That was very, very interesting. I was taken aback. I was so amazed by the material, by the project that you have
Thank you.
just showcased to us, Dr. Prayitno. I mean,
Yes, this is very comprehensive, right? This is of what?
very comprehensive, and
Yeah, we
if you
know
notice,
how much effort that is needed. It's a lot, right?
if I
Yeah.
may ask, Doctor, how much time did you take to produce such great material?
So I actually have get a grant, research grant from our government to conduct this research actually. This grant is 1 year term, and in the future we would like to have like a digital twin, digital twin that we can feel and measure this kind of sensor in each landfill, so the engineer or also the stakeholder can know what happening in the environment. I mean, what I have built is like for our students, but in another component we need to also, what is it, provide to our stakeholders in the landfill itself, right?
Hmm, great. And it's very interesting. The material is not just developed to teach the students on certain topics or subject, but you also have a mechanism for you to keep track on students' progress, whether or not they learn something from the
Yeah.
material. That's very great. And it's very interesting also. I saw that in developing the material just now, you accounted in Bloom's taxonomy, which is wow.
Really, I
If I may ask, Doctor Praitno, if
yes.
I may ask, what is how many team members you have in developing the
Mhm.
material?
So basically, we have three lecturers, and also we also cooperate with our student, of course, because we
Right.
cannot do it by ourselves. The students is very enjoy to have like a research assistant for us. They
Oh, I
collected the
see.
materials, and for our lecture is that we plan what kind of research that we are conducting to have the good materials. And our student help us in the technical things. They collected the video, they collected the pictures, they asked the what is it the workers there when what kind of components that we need to put in into good learning materials. That is good.
I see. Because
Hopefully in the
basically,
futures, we can collaborate research to what is it like a digital twins, something like
yeah,
that, or
yes,
immersive to provide to the stakeholders, to the
yes.
management. I mean, yeah,
Perhaps collaboration as well, Doctor, between our institutions.
yeah.
And for your information, Dr. Praitno, we have cited you many times in our research
Our
paper, and
research,
thank
yes.
Oh.
you. All right. Well, if only we can take at least one question from the floor, but that would be, I think I think this one is the closest to all viewers. And I would like to ask, this one comes from CIDL. For educators, doctor, who interested but still hesitant, what advice would you give them before they start creating their first 360-degree learning activity?
For educators, right? Mr. Fitri
Yes.
first.
No,
It's
you,
okay
you,
Uh,
with me, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Doctor.
Come from my experience during 2017, I started to build a 360-degree learning activity. Basically, I come from the student point of view. I mean, it is. I would like to make their learning happy, because they need to feel what is it kind of in the environment itself. During that time, the what is it the tools to make 360 degree is expensive, but now you have cheaper tools,
Yes,
right? Cheaper equipment. And also, if you don't have budget, you can borrow it to the CIDL center, right?
yes,
So there's
certainly.
no barrier that you can do or take the 360 degree. My advice is that we need to make student happy to learn or to have a learning material, to get a good learning materials. If
Mhm.
they happy, and their happiness will be conducted to us. If they happy, I am as educator happy, more happy than them. That is my advice. So what anything that make my students happy to learning, that I can start to learn and build that learning materials. That is my advice actually.
If I were to ask the same question to Mr. Fitri, my boss, what would be your answer, sir?
Well, perhaps I think my answer would not be much different from Dr. Praitno. I think, of course, ultimately, I'm very agreeable to the no, motion that students should be prioritized and their happiness in learning is should be our priority. But um just to add up a little bit more on the points that has been brought up that was brought up by Dr. Uh, Praitno, I think. You have to explore things that you uh, have interest in, right?
Good. Yeah.
So you have to be interested in the content itself. Okay, like for example, if you are teaching language, and search for an angle of the language that you like to explore. Let's say you are not interested in teaching grammar, all right? So you don't start using or developing 360-degree learning activity for grammar, all right? You start like what we did. We started on communication in workplace, right? Because it's
Yep.
more real
Yep.
life and more connected with the students, right? So choose the subtopics, I might say, the things that are more appealing and that is more that you have interest in the subtopic in your, of course you have to, and maybe if you want to go outside of your usual field, like for example at times some of the things like I have mentioned before, we explore chemistry education as well, right? But our interest in developing the content for chemistry education is not chemistry. is the experience. I think this relates very much with what Dr. Praitno say. It relates. We are developing something for the students to be, to experience. So
Experience.
while developing the chemistry education, we are actually thinking about the student. So that interests us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you have to be frank and honest to yourself. Which part of the thing, the knowledge that you are trying to explore, interests you the most? You should start with that. Yes.
Agree with you. Agree. 100% agree.
All right, great. Once again, thank you so much, Dr. Praitno, for the
Thank you for inviting me.
wonderful and meaningful sharing. Your session has given us a broader perspective on the role of immersive learning, especially in relation to educational innovation, and also, of course, regional collaboration and the future direction of teaching and learning. I mean, it's superb. We truly appreciate the knowledge, the experience, and also the ideas that you have shared with us today. Thank you so much, Dr. Praitno.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Praitno. And Mr. Safa, I have also I need to personally also thank Dr.
Okay.
Praitno for agreeing with us, right? And I know that you're going to thank me after this, but every time we do this webinars, we haven't had the opportunity to thank you, Mr. Safa. So I thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Yeah.
I want to cry. I want to cry.
Organizing and moderate.
Yeah. Very energetic
Right?
and
Dr. Praitno
moderator.
is very natural, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can proceed now. Silakan.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that, Mr. Fitri. That really means a lot to me. That makes my day, that makes my week, I think. Thank you so much. Right. See, I'm speechless now. I didn't see that coming.
This is
So
the part where
ladies
you
and
thank
gentlemen,
me, Mr. Safat.
sorry.
This is the part where you thank me. And
Yes. This is the part that I would. Yes, I would be thanking you. Yes.
Serious.
So, okay. So this is how it sounds. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of our webinar. So on behalf of CIDL, Center for Innovative Delivery and Learning Development, UITM, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to both our speakers, Mr. Muhammad Nur Fitri Muhammad Salim, and also Dr. Praitno. Thank you so much for the
Thank you.
valuable time, for the knowledge,
Thank you,
for the
Doctor.
contribution. We would also like to thank everyone who joined us live on YouTube today. Your presence, support, your support, your participation really meant a lot to us. And I've already shared with you the attendance QR code, so you can just scan the QR code for you to fill up the form, your attendance form. Right? And but before we end, again, please do not forget to subscribe our official CIDL YouTube channel and stay connected with us for more upcoming webinars, sharing sessions, educational programs. And for your information, I have also shared with you in the comment section, in the live chat, the website. The website of CMOLAG. If you want to know more about CMOLAG, or if you want to collaborate with CMOLAG, or if you want to collaborate with us also, I've also shared our website in the live chat. So reach out. We hope today's session has inspired everyone to explore new possibilities in education, and especially through the use of 360-degree immersive learning. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you so much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and have a pleasant day ahead. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you,
Doctor. Thank you, Safwan. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Dr. Safwan.
Okay.